Good morning. Get up stretching. Oh my god. You know when you like stretch so hard, you like your arm spasms or your leg. Like I get this one stiff leg and it's just like twitchy, 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 twitchy. It's awesome. So, is it raining outside? Or is it just my brain? I just see some people walking around outside. I hate people. I hate them. That's just, it is what it is.
Hey, the Lord's coming. Hey.
Scout off.
That is awesome.
That's on most all these bigger ones now.
We're going for a ride, little guy. Don't know how far we'll go down the line. When it's time, we'll call it an evening. I'm sure you'll find it's time to go now, little guy.
I wrote that song in the car. You know, sometimes I come up with stuff in my car. You know, it's one of those things. I got some phone calls, though, you know, from some people that are excited about the show because it's this Saturday. So that's exciting.
Hello? Like, this message is for Vericon. Like, I would totally go to your show, like, you know, you dying and stuff like that at the mortuary. But it's so close to Halloween. That's when all the good parties are going on that night. And I want to get fucked up, you know? I want to think about death or, you know, a little karaoke comedy guy dying. I want to go party and do some fucking drugs and dress like a whore. Okay.
Death of the Undertaker, October 27th, featuring Jason Wrestler, Dr. Stryker, Kyle Barker, Slam Yates, October 27th at the Franklin and Downs Memorial.
Hey, let's go.
So, we recorded a song, Slam Yates and I, just for the show, Death of the Undertaker. It's called The Undertaker. And in this song, I play two parts. I'm the devil, and then I'm also human me. And then Slam Yates is my new sidekick. You know, if I'm Batman, he's Robin. But if he's Batman, then I am Alfred. And if he's Lex Luthor, then I am Superman. But we're not going to fight. It's like when Lex Luthor and Superman become friends. Because Superman, you know, he's just like born this way. Like Lady Gaga. But like Lex Luthor, you know, he like builds his powers. Because he's one of the best masterminds in the world. Oh, what is this? So anyways, today I am going to, well, I'm going to dab before I play this song. because I would like to give a shout out to Concentrated Research for sponsoring the show this Saturday. Also among those sponsors, we've got the Burnt End. We've got the Javier Torres, Mr. and Mrs. Torres. We've got a bartender named Tony that wants you to impeach Trump. We've got We've got we've got To Die For Salon, a hair salon. We've got I'd say the Burnt End. Here, I'll make it easy. I'm just going to read the poster. Where's the fucking poster? Oh, my God. Where's the poster? Ah! Is it? That's not it. Oh, I can. It's right here. Okay, so I've got Tony. I already said him. Oh, Fitness Meals. Barker's Music. Max Muscle. Tits Crew. I said, Adam White. He was supposed to be a sponsor, but he fucking just ghosted. So, I mean, technically, I still put him as a sponsor because I thought that he was going to not fail me, but he did. Good old Adam White. Flaking at 40 years old. Impeach Trump, Tony, a bartender. Adam White, To Die For, Tits Crew, Max Muscle, The Burnt End, Barker's Music, Concentrated Research, The Torres Family, Fitness Meals, in your mouth, and author Josh Nelson. Now, Joshua Nelson, actually, he chipped in on the original Buck Stallion project, which, clearly, his intentions were to support the arts, if you will. And I didn't really get to apply his sponsorship money because I didn't quite make it. I just didn't make it. I did it like he was a huge contributor, huge contributor, and but I only made like 10% of what I was trying to crowdfund, and that doesn't make me a loser because I crowdfunded. A lot of people don't have the means to fucking make their art. But like, I have, I've been funding myself for a long time, and I've been letting people go to shows for free for a long time. And this show this Saturday, people are paying. Here's a word from our sponsor.
Impeach Donald Trump.
Do it again.
We got to impeach Donald Trump. One more.
Yeah.
We got to impeach Donald Trump.
That was that was Tony giving us some commercials. And I don't vote, so you can impeach Donald Trump or you can vote for him again. I don't give a shit. But what I'm going to smoke right now is from Concentrated Research, and it is Pooh's Funny Honey. And it's got a picture of a stoned Winnie the Pooh on it. And it's got a really nice texture to it. These are in jars. It's not in wax paper like a lot of companies do. the dabs. This is actually in like a nice jar. You can hear it. It's a nice flat jar too, so you can be sure to scrape out all the remnants. And so I've got it on my spoon here, my little scraper. I just dropped a little. Oops, picked it back up. And I'm gonna dab this here. It tastes delicious. Now, a lot of the kids, they like to blow out shit. As soon as they take it, I try to remind them, you don't get high. But then I went to the dispensary the other day, and I don't want to mention the dispensary because I think they're thieves, and I think that they fucking lack respect for the industry. And I don't want to slander them or fucking, talk shit, but like, dude, I picked up, I'll tell you what I got. I got a pack of the original Jack Harris Select pre-rolls. It's 2.1 grams, and it was like $30 or something. And they fucking put the sticker right over Jack's fucking face. And it's like the classic. It's from like the 80s where he's wearing the suit and smoking the weed and alive. And it's like people don't even fucking at this dispensary, they don't even respect the fucking godfather of legal and bomb-ass marijuana. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, sure, maybe there was other people that were doing the same thing that Jack did. But I disagree if you think that there's another person that did more than Eddie Lepp and Jack Herrera. So, yeah. So that was good. The Winnie the Pooh. That was good. So what's this next one I'm going to have? Oh, I like this one. This is the Morty mix. And this one, this is actually my fave. Oh, drop my phone. The Morty's mix. I don't know if they still have these, because now he's on some. Now he's doing some Joker shit. But irregardless, this is my favorite one, the Morty's mix. It's got fucking just such a good flavor, and I like it. And I like to play the 8-bit Rick and Morty in the background while I'm doing it. Again, you gotta hold it. Oh, I didn't even finish the words part. So, yes. That's what you want, folks. You want that deep one that takes your soul right out of your throat, so that you're comfy in a minute. Like it sucks right now when you can't breathe and you're trying to talk. But in the long run, eyes watering and collapsed esophagus is really like the win. Okay? So, yes. That's good. So anyways, on Morty's Mix, thank you, Concentrated Research, for your contributions to the show. Thanks again to all my sponsors. I want to talk about them again. Where did I put my... Wow. That's awesome. I lost something so fast. What? Okay. It was by the M&Ms. So, starting at the top, the Burnt End. Delicious food. Great atmosphere. This place is packed every day. They sell out. They're not sellouts, but they do sell out because it's a real barbecue spot. They can only cook so much barbecue per day. And so it's limited edition barbecue feature. Go visit the Burnt End on 9th Street and I. They have a beautiful mural done by the Painted Ape tattoo guys. They're brilliant artists. It's a great mural of the arch in a setting where it should have been. The Burnt End. Max Muscle over on Dale Road, across from Dick's Sporting Goods, next door to the Creamery, and in front of Trader Joe's, next to Wendy's. Sorry, but Max Muscle has helped me over the years, not just sponsoring my comedy shows, but they've been helping me lose weight. You're only as good at fitness as you choose to be. And I've chosen to fucking be lazy. A lot of us do. Because I be lazy it. Think about that one for a minute. But, you can be a stoner and you can be fit. A lot of fucking nerds are doing it. And, I'm not getting any younger. My body's falling apart. I'm getting fat. I'm worried about diabetes. So why not just start eating right, doing a little fitness, and getting the shit you need going. And Brian over at Max Muscle has fucking just been hooking me up with shit. We've tried a lot of different things. Some things have melted my face off, like the pumped caffeinated fucking juice by Metrics. It's a great. Everybody that I give it to love it. I love it. I drank it once on a show. There's an episode, I believe it's called Metrics. And 3 days later, my face was melted off. It's disgusting, but I have an allergic reaction. And that was the thing too. Was I did stuff without Brian's consultation, and I might have fucked my body up pretty good because I did like the colonics. I did like warm water colonics. And then it turned out like the chick that was doing the colonics, like she was a doctor, but she was also a tweaker. And then, it's kind of one of those things you're like, yes, I found somebody cool. And then everybody's like, oh, dude, I sell her my Vicodin for her fucking food stamps. Anyways, back to the positive shit. If I had talked to Brian Sherwood more often, the results that I've had in these last 2 months preparing for the show, I probably could have looked fucking way more awesome a long time ago, and that sucks. But as you grow, you get older, you get a little wiser. Maybe I'm fucking getting smarter. I don't know. But now Brian's new venture, on top of doing now he's the sole proprietor of Max Muscle. He bought his partner out, and so There's a lot of remodels going on over there, and that's exciting. But then also on top of that, this guy partners up with some more homies, and they decided to start doing these keto meals. And I got a case of them whenever they first came out, and that's all I ate until my case was gone. It was like 15 days or something worth, or just a little shy. It was, about 2 weeks worth. And dude, having that as your regiment really helps to make that move. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't have to get bypass surgery. I didn't have to have a heart attack. I didn't have to get a fucking stint. I didn't have to have a stroke. I didn't have to fucking get diabetes. Like, I just fucking basically I rationed myself. I've never been in the military, and now I'm too old. But like, I think it probably would have fucking been pretty good for me, just because of how shit is handled for you over there. Probably would have been a good life for my brain too, right? My creative juices. Sir, yes, sir! Please don't beat me when I'm sleeping again! Anyways, fitness meals. You can get them now at the store. You can get them at Save Marts in Modesto. He's got his own thing. You can get them on Amazon. He'll ship them to you. So there's no excuse for you not to try it. And like right now, he's only got the 2 flavors. But that's all I would have. Carne asada for my day meal, whether it was breakfast or lunch, because I only ate whenever I got hungry. That was another thing that I started to try to do with my brain, is I quit fucking eating when I smelled food and letting other things trigger me. But I've been off of fucking fast food now. It also helped, because I kept that in my cab of my car and it just like warmed in the fucking the sun. And I don't recommend you doing that, but I was in Stockton on a route that day, and so I pretty much cooked it on the dash of my my van, and just the aroma blocked out all the other aromas, because it's really rich. Like, I hope they don't tone it down, because I think that's what makes it palatable for me, is that it isn't like some fucking, I did this, I got the nickname MC Salisbury because I fucking ate nothing but Salisbury frozen meals when I lived with Jeremy Crespo from Speakeasy, because he kept eating my other food. And so he couldn't sleep eat, is what his excuse was. He would nakedly go sleep eat your food. So you can't really stop him because he's naked. And if he's sleep eating, then he's like blacked out drunk hungry. His body's just telling him that he's hungry because he's gonna die from alcohol poisoning, and so his response is to go eat your food. There's a funny story about that. He got mad at me one night because there was some fucking hella hot hot sauce. I did this gig for this place called Medea's, and they did soul food, and they would pay me in cash and in a meal. So I'd get like $30, $40 worth of like bomb ass food to go at the end of the night. And so they were like, dude, you want to try the fucking hard, the really hot barbecue sauce? I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to try it. I just want to see how bad it is. Because everybody was like, ooh, it's fucking crazy. It's crazy. And so but I never got to eat it because Crespo ate nakedly into the kitchen, and he fucking ate all my ribs, and he ate my chicken, and he ate my beans, and then he thought, I don't know what he thought. The barbecue sauce was beans, maybe. Another thing of beans. Oh no, he ate my collard greens. He thought the fucking sauce was the beans. He goes to shoot it, and it's the fucking 9.5 on the Richter scale hot sauce from this crazy ass family. And it woke him up on fire. His face was on fire. Rest in peace, Crespo's taste buds. But dude, the fitness meals, going back to that, it's hella good. I did the fucking meat during the day, and then I would have the chicken at night. They're coming out with a pork one, and he's coming out with like some burritos. I don't know. Dude, just these two are fucking bomb. And I'm usually like needing more flavors. The burnt end is the bomb also, by the way. You could eat both of them and be keto. To die for. Now, they've just, like, the joke is that I've been helping my friend Kate open her salon for, like, almost 10 years now. And she started with a little building. She started with a chair, actually. She started with a single chair, and this other lady on drugs letting her run a salon out, because this other chick was gone. I'm not going to mention names, but this other chick was gone on drugs all the time and partying and shit, living the owner life. And so she was never at work. So basically Kate kind of made this salon hers. And then she was like, I don't want to be involved because like I remember there was like a crazy break-in and shit. What? It's a full moon tonight. Did you guys know that? I just got a message to let you know. It's a full moon tonight. Good to know. Thank you, guys. Thank you. And who was that from? It's from Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's. It's a full moon tonight, but it's double points day all day today at Jersey Mike's. We look forward to serving you today. They act like they fucking see me all the time. I just made the mistake of fucking getting a discount one time and giving him my phone number. God. Fuck that. But yeah, Kate, she has expanded. She's basically taken over this whole building. She used to have Gina's lingerie, or it was Ray Ray's lingerie shop was at the front of the building. And then Gina from Speakeasy got it for a while. And then I think it was like a kitchen place, like pots and pans or something. Anyways, but Kate took that over. And then there was a tattoo studio in the back, and they eventually moved out. They wanted to go somewhere else. And so she got that back. Well, now they got spray tanning. They got, it's not like, I don't know, dude, it's weird. It's kind of like a video game. Like you go in the front and you're like, it's your first time. So you're like, hi, I'm here just for a haircut. And they're like, oh, and they still ask you stupid questions. And they go, hey, did you have an appointment? And they're like, no, I just thought I could walk in. And then they're like, oh yeah. Totally. And then like, everybody like huddles in the back and they draw straws. No, I don't know. I don't know what their system is. But if you walk in, you're going to get a haircut. And if you want to spend some money, you get to see the boss. Okay? You go, it's like Donkey Kong. And Kate's just up at the top fucking throwing barrels of fucking balayage cream. Because that's pretty much all you're going to get out of the boss is the coolest thing on the hair market. Because that's what she trains to do. She goes out, she does all these things, and she goes and she trains and she learns how to do things. And then she comes back to our little farm town and she makes us look like we're from Hollywood. Anyways, Joshua Nelson, he's working on the third book to his lineup of book stuff. Joshua Nelson is doing it's like the Hunger Games but scarier because it's more realistic. Because Joshua Nelson still is. He's one of my best friends growing up, and he tolerated a lot of shit from us, and he still stuck us out. And then he went off to go look like Daniel Craig and shit, and he was like a secret spy. He might still be a secret spy. I don't know. I'm not getting choked up because I love the kid so much. But he's fucking, he's a Jew. As Roseanne would say, he identifies as a Jew. But he's just fucking killing it. And he fucking hanging out with Wycliffe John and shit. But dude, go check out his books. Joshua Nelson. It is the... Oh, fuck. I thought I was going to remember. I'm just not good with big words. It's on my Instagram. And I don't think I even posted anything about his third book yet. Let me see. There he is. The Restoration, the Resurgence. The Resurgence is the first book. And then the Restoration is basically Resurgence 2. And then now he's got a third one. And I did not post about it yet. He just posted about it. And, sometimes I'm out of line with my postings. Whatnots. Everybody gets mad at me for how I promote. I just try to get info out there, and then people will be like, "Shut up, quit telling people." Tits Crew, also original contributors to the original project, the Buck Stallion Project. Little did they know they would be contributing to this project as well. And like I said, in a lot of ways, it's like the same project because it's all, it's like a manifesto. A lot of people say it takes. They got Ron White was on Rogan a while back ago talking about how he can't do a special every year, and I don't think I could either because everything is kind of a build up to something else. You know what I mean? And then I stack those experiences. So it's like it's like looking at somebody's photo albums, unfortunately. But anyways, Tits Crew, old friends. Go check out the real Tits Crew on Instagram to see all the cool stuff the crew is doing. And also they have a store set up. I don't know where the link is. I don't have that in front of me, but it's on Instagram. You'll be able to get all the information on Instagram. The Torres family, Javier Torres and family. Jav and I go back to high school, and he just wanted to chip in, and he did, and very appreciative, longtime friend. So many stories. Again, don't know what I should disclose, but love you, Jav. Concentrated research, basically, whenever I was with the Green Shop, it's actually, just old friends finding each other in the same industry. And at that time, I was in the Green Shop industry. And so we reconnected for like a third time. But that's, to me, that's fucking awesome universe shit, right? Like whenever people that you do have a good connection with, like you can disconnect, and then the universe brings you back together in another project. I think that's fucking. I think that's kind of like a clandestine destiny universe shit, man. Fuck, stupid. It sucks though, because like sometimes people will force themselves out of your circles. You know what I mean? They want to be cast away. They want to be, and maybe because your circle was shit. I mean, I know a lot of people that don't want to be my friends anymore. Even more recently. It's kind of crazy. And in some situations, I'm just like, man, all those fucking times you acted like a fucking dick and you're going to fucking get mad at me because some people miscalculated. Because I wasn't being a dick. I was being way fucking cool compared to what I was up against. But that's a different story I don't want to go into. I'm not comfortable talking about it yet. Because I'll just say this. When you go to a show, especially like this fucking funeral show this Saturday, it's not a fucking free-for-all. You go and you shut the fuck up and you enjoy the entertainment, or you leave. If you don't like the entertainment, you don't get a refund on this art, though. And you don't get to fucking direct it. You're not a producer. You're not the fucking director. You're not the producer. You're not the writer. You are an audience member. And you might be lucky enough to be an extra, in the fucking show. You might be fucking called upon to act as an extra. And, if you want to step up, fucking step the fuck up and do your best to fucking contribute when asked. But if you're not being asked to contribute, shut the fuck up. Don't fucking approach me and tell me anything. Any fucking thing. Don't fucking tell me shit. You don't get to fucking... It's not a fucking dictatorship or no, I guess it would be communism, right? Where everybody gets to fucking tell the fucking singer what he sings? Fuck you. You don't get to do that to a comedy act. You don't get to interrupt a fucking play. You don't get to you know what I mean? Try to fucking yell out during a Broadway play other than during the appropriate applause moments. And you will fucking... you will get fucking ejected. Oh, cool. Anyways, impeaching Trump. That's the fucking... That's like the biggest one because, obviously within my friends and family, I have Trump supporters, and within my family and friends, I have Trump deniers, I guess they would be called, or just the opposition. And this is one of the reasons why I don't talk politics, let alone vote or be involved, is because there is so, like, dude, I feel comfortable accepting that I have no control. And I feel comfortable that the people that have control are going to try and keep it balanced. I feel comfortable in that. Like, yeah, there's tyrants. Yeah, but dude, like, in the same bullpen as tyrants are people that are like, whoa, no. And maybe they have their own reasons to do it. Who fucking cares? I don't think that we have that much of an impact. Just by the way the votes are tallied. Oh, go vote! Because your senator needs to know how you feel. So that maybe you can make him feel the way you feel. That's pretty much all. It's so fucking stupid. It's like dude, I wish that I could care about Wall Street, because I would try to figure out how to make some money there. But I just don't have the energy to bank on... I don't want to put my energy into things that are roller coasters. It's like bad relationships. It's like fucking, like, why do I want to invest my energy into fucking a bad relationship? You know? Like, if I was fucking totally miserable, I would get a divorce. If I was totally miserable, I would fucking peace the fuck out. And that doesn't make me irresponsible. It makes me self-responsible. It maybe makes me selfish, but selfish is not a fucking bad thing, people. Because if you're taking good care of yourself, then you want to help other people fucking take better care of themselves. And I just don't see that in politics. I don't see that in religion either. I see people trying to put themselves on pedestals in some situation or another. Like, in politics, I see people trying to put themselves on pedestals sociologically. You know, like, oh, I care more about this than you do. Like, you know, that shit used to get to me. Like, I used to feel bad whenever people would talk about shit in the news. But I realized, like, I was keeping myself really happy. I was keeping myself really fucking disconnected for good reason. And as I've gotten older, I've only gotten better at it. But it's still fun to peek in. You know, I don't mind being the fucking weird fogey that fucking peeks in and goes, oh, look at what you kids are doing. You know, I don't care. Because my wholesome fucking idea is to keep myself fucking happy. Square one. But then that's the thing, is like, whenever I'm happy and I'm doing things that are making me fucking positive, then I want to fucking give that to somebody else. Fuck, I sound like Kanye right now. This weed's got me Kanyeing. But dude, that's real shit. And so, dude, you know, to each their own. Tony wants you to impeach Trump. You know? Maybe in your eyes, Trump's done enough stuff to fucking get him impeached. I don't think so. But I don't vote. So, you know, some people will tell me, you can't have an opinion then. If you're not going to vote and cast your vote and your opinion, then you can't, I don't want to hear you talk. Shout out Uncle Rodney. And you know, and I understand that position, because it's kind of like, I feel the same way about people that, speak for other things that they shouldn't. You know, Loraxes, I call them. They speak for the trees. For the trees have no lungs. Fuck off, man. You did nothing. The Lorax accomplished nothing. Pay attention to that fucking story. He got nothing accomplished. All he did was bitch the whole fucking time. Sorry, Tony. I'm not saying that you're bitching all the time. But I'm just saying, like, don't be a Lorax. Fucking do what you can. Like, Duncan Trussell quoted somebody fucking dope the other day, I heard. He said, tend to the garden you can touch. You know? Worrying about what's going on in Florida does not help a Californian. Worrying about what's going on in fucking Istanbul is not good for an American. Now, yeah, there's all these technicalities, again, where you can fucking be like, yeah, but if we vote, we can stop getting involved in that. No, we can't. We already know we can't. Somebody just posted it the other day. There was a picture of soldiers at war, and they were like Reagan. And then there was pictures of soldiers at war, and they were like Bush. There was pictures of soldiers at war, and they're like Clinton. And then there are like pictures of soldiers at war, and they're like Obama. And then there are like pictures of soldiers at war, and it's like Trump. And it's the same pictures of soldiers at war. And yes, it's not it's not real. Like, that is not happening every single time there's a different president. There's a different reason to fucking go to war. But as long as we've fucking got the ability to have war, and as long as we've got the ability to stake claims to things, until the whole world is America, which is the New World Order, which is what you guys really think you want, if you're thinking of saving the rest of the world, you're still talking about us impeding on their culture. If they want to fucking quarter people in the streets, there has to, like, that savagery necessarily probably doesn't have to exist in this world. But by stopping it, we're just turning them into America. And America, it's not that fucking cool. I mean, there's a reason why why didn't everybody move to Canada? Oh, because if you have any fucking criminal record at all, you cannot leave and move to Canada. Canada will not accept you. That's why nobody did. Because they all got stopped at the border with marijuana. Anyway, impeach Trump if you want to. I don't fucking care. I enjoy chaos anyways, ultimately. I'll run up and hide in the woods and fucking kill everybody. Adam White is the last sponsor. Oh no, Barker's Music. Barker's Music is way more important than Adam White. We don't even need to talk about Adam White. Speaking about saving Costa Rica. But Barker's Music, dude. So Kyle Barker is going to be playing the piano at the show this Saturday. To me, it's like being able to play with your local hero. Like, he's somebody that I've looked up to. And it's weird because he's one of those people where I could never tell what my dad's position on him was. You know, because when my dad bought my first piano, because I was always playing the neighbor's pianos, but whenever he would talk about Kyle, it was kind of like, it was kind of like like douchey, I guess. Like he knew, like he knows some story, or I don't know. My dad never partied, and Kyle has lots of good stories about partying, and so maybe there's that. My dad's a college guy. Kyle's a fucking party guy, a rock star, of local town lore. Dude, I already kind of knew that. And now we're talking, got some funny ass cocaine stories the other day. And dude, the guy is like 70 years old. He can fucking party down like that if he wants. So that's probably, yeah, he's only like a few years older than my dad. That makes sense. Well, anyways, dude, so he used to be over on McHenry and Morris, on that end of McHenry. He moved closer to Stanford side of McHenry, and he's kind of up back in behind the old Rico's Pizza that like turned into an Indian restaurant, and now it's a Mexican place. He's like back behind there, or like remember the big yellow house where Tiffany performed? No, you don't remember? The big yellow house. It's like a fucking laser eye surgery place now. I'm trying. El Palomar. That's what it used to be called back in the day. Whenever it was fucking a fight bar. It was like just where everybody would go get drunk and fight. So good. But Barker's Music, dude, their sign just got ran over. Like, people aren't playing music anymore. And that sucks. So maybe if you have a kid, you should get your kid into some piano lessons over at Barker's. Maybe invest in a piano. Get some art. A piano is such a fucking important I own 3 pianos myself. And then my parents have one that doesn't work at their house, the original Clavinova that we got from Kyle Barker back in 89. But, you know, whenever I worked for TNT Productions, did all the school dances and shit like that, like Kyle was always repairing our equipment, my cousin Rob's equipment. And, you know, that dude, it just kind of always, it gave me like, I don't know if it's like a mentor. Because I don't know, you know, because I think it's just more like one of those, man, I hope I like can be on that guy's level someday. And like, dude, it's come. I'm 40. And Kyle and I are jamming. We're going to be jamming today. And he even said, you know, we had drinks this last weekend after practice. And he was like, yeah, I wonder what we're going to be able to do with this after this show. Where are we going to take it after this? And, you know, he retired the Kyle Barker band after our first practice. Like he was just fed up. He had a lot of pressures going on, but he quit the band. He quit his own band. Sorry, it's so funny. I'm sitting here, I'm talking to you with my eyes closed because I'm just walking around in like the mall of my mind, if you will, and just like visiting little stories here. And I don't know, it's such a funny thing. But we were talking, he's like, what are we going to do? I don't know, man. We do the Buck and Barker, you know, Barker and Buck, something like that. But, you know, maybe I could learn how to fucking work with a band. I've had bands numerous times before. At some point or another, there's disagreements for one reason or another. I don't know, maybe I'm zen enough now that I don't have to fucking trip on that. I just, you know, I have high blood pressure, and sometimes I get opinionated on some shit, and whenever it comes to art or creative differences or whatever, sometimes I really do hold my ground hard. But that doesn't make me bad. It makes me fucking badass. You know what the funniest shit is? On my tickets and on all my posters, the .com at the top, it says tickets at eventbrite.com. It's spelt wrong. So you'll never get tickets if you go there. It's so funny. This show's pretty much already sold out. Let me see how many tickets. We'll go. Let's go to the fucking... Do I have any sound effects for that? Do I have sound effects for going to the fucking... No. Oh, we'll just do this.
A smoke alarm can save your life, but not if it's silent. Over 60% of fire fatalities and countless injuries happen when smoke alarms are installed but fail to work. Sometimes when Buck Stallion smokes, he sets them off and stuff. That sucks. But he always makes sure if he takes the batteries out to Chong, he puts them back in when he's done. Remember, only working smoke alarms save lives. So sound the alarm to your family and friends. A silent smoke alarm may be the last thing they never hear. Brought to you by Buck Stallion's Holistic Emporium and GreenShopDelivery.com.
I mean, not really, but we'll pretend Green Shop Delivery. So there's only 6 tickets remaining. Holy shit. Getting down to the fucking chipper chips. So that's exciting. We only have 6 tickets left. So, and I actually pulled the link off of mine because I am going to be on. Well, you can check it out now if you go to my Instagram at Original Buck Stallion. There at the top is the link to the Vaughncast show. And Vaughn and I are at the clandestine. No, we're at the One Truth Tattoo in Los Angeles, over by the college, across the street from college. One Truth Tattoo, and we were talking about stuff, and then a lady came in for a tattoo, so we had to go. I don't remember how it really ends on there, but go check it out. And what else? There's only 6 tickets, so hopefully you check it out. Here is me and Slam Yates' Undertaker song.
Intervention during my transcendence, Inquisition by grand entrance, numerical, new band sequence within my nearest distance, pearly white assistance, resistance, insistence, no, it's not my business, just to ask if the demons have got this, hovering fugitives with the shins list, at least gases wrist with the ashes, unabashed, I trashes, all snatches, with the catches, patches, and the Dutchess on the packages, all the matches in the clouds royalty, oh you brought all the shit, oh you soil me, with the tinfoil wind sail, ungodly dimension, with the suspension, intersecting lines with the misconception, seriously, I mean look at me, do I look dead? I'm standing right in front of your fucking face. I'm not dead!
Down in the ground and I'm hating myself and I feel like the violence when I come around.
I'm not dead!
Feeling the sound with the white noise, maybe wanna come and get it rapping with some white boys, fuck 'em.
I woke up naked on the kitchen floor. Don't remember much from the night before. I must have had a real good time. Not even sure if this kitchen is mine. I went to have a fucking drink with Bree. After work, around 5:30. Had a couple more at round 10. Looks like we both got fucking drunk again.
Bodies in the park, blood stains just a mark. Tombstones fitting up from a bone shark. Menace running up a bill, never brought the card. Now I'm dipping on the tab, about to catch a charge. Who you dogging? The shooter, the lucha squadron, intrusive juice in the fallen Jesus illusions of prophets. Never off at the topic and squeezing pockets. Obnoxious like worth of logic, I'm nodding off in a coffin. You can't stop it, bravado way very cautious. I'm shooting inside your cockpit while you are laying in dog shit. Run the target, I'm taking out all the toxic. My entity is a godsend and you cannot rock the hardest. Ever tried and I know you will be dying inside. Turn the currents with the verse and now I'm changing the tide. Never wanted much and now I'm lying back as I died. Death is coming so I'm running but there's nowhere to hide. Can't touch, I'm told to gun busting. End of your function, bloodlust rushing. Never wanted it to be like this, but you went and made a killer and you're top of the list, huh?
I'm not dead!
Down in the ground and I'm hating myself and I feel like the violence when I come around.
I'm not dead!
Feeling the sound with the white noise, maybe wanna come and get it rapping with some white boys, fuck 'em.
I'm not dead yet, so fuck you. 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 I'm not dead yet. So fuck you, 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 I'm not dead yet. So fuck you.
Fuck you.
Yeah, sorry. I was just tripping on that. On that fucking song. It's good as fuck, dude. So,